Hey everybody, I'm Scott Wikle. You're listening to My Kind of Country on MKOCRadio.com. It is always a pleasure to have someone that I've gotten to meet and spend some time with on the show. And the gentleman that's with me tonight is certainly one of the best in the business, and we've become friends, and he's one of the greatest steel players and singers out there. And his wife is a absolutely beautiful singer. They have recorded an album together, and they also have some separate projects, and they are both here with me to talk about their music tonight. It's a very distinct pleasure to welcome Perley Curtis and Erin Hay to My Kind of Country. Guys, how you doing tonight?
Good, Scott. How are you doing?
Fantastic. Real good to talk with you again.
Yes, we've been looking forward to this.
Me too. Well, Perley, you have worked in the business for many, many years, and still in the business playing with David Frizzell. You've worked with Loretta Lynn and playing great music down there in Nashville. And Erin, you've got some just beautiful music out. And
thank you.
I'd like to ask you a little bit about your background in the music business.
About me?
Yeah.
Well,
I know, Perley. I got to find out more about you now.
She's married to me.
Yeah, well, we won't hold that against her, Perley.
I grew up, believe it or not, in Southern California. You wouldn't really equate Southern California with too much country music. I know, Bakersfield is real known to country, but I, at about 7 years old, latched on to listening to Dolly Parton, and because she had crossed over at the time, which is kind of funny, because she took a lot of flack for doing that, but by her crossing over and me hearing her on the stations that I was listening to at the time, I just loved her music, and so then that brought me to people like Loretta Lynn and Tammy Wynette and Merle Haggard, and just loved it. So did several vacations to Nashville and decided early on that I was going to move here and pursue the music business. So
Brought you to Perley Curtis.
Yeah, brought me to Perley Curtis. We joke about how we were both raised so far apart. I mean, two coasts, but the music brought us together. So, but I moved here and went to college at Belmont University and got a degree in the behind-the-scenes part of the music industry, because I just thought, it'd be good to have something to fall back on, and just started going out to songwriter nights and meeting songwriters and doing demos.
That's where I met you.
Yeah, my mom actually hired Perley to play on a showcase that I had done, and
if she only had known.
She only would have known.
Yeah, but and I got together with a songwriter and producer in town named Lonnie Ratliff, and we just kind of had a really long partnership together and produced, 6 or 7 albums, if not more, and promoted them all, for the most part, overseas, because that's where traditional country music was still pretty popular, really before a lot of the internet radio was happening. And I went over and toured there several times, went to Australia, went to a lot of the Scandinavian countries. I was a big hit in Denmark and Sweden.
Oh, yeah. We have a lot of listeners there.
Yeah. I mean, they're great, and went over, did a few shows where I didn't even take a band. I just sent albums over there, and they learned my songs and, practiced with them one or two times and did the show. I mean, they were real professionals and loved the music, and it was just so much fun, to go over there. I went over there with a guy named Billy Yates, who, is a big time songwriter in Nashville, and his own singer, great singer in his own right. And that was fun. And had a lot of fun trying to keep traditional country music alive.
Fantastic. Billy's been on my show. He's another great songwriter. I guess he wrote Choices for George Jones and just a lot of great songs. Yeah, I Don't Need Your Rocking Chair, and written a lot of great ones. He certainly has. That's fantastic. Well, you and Perley, that's a match made in heaven right there. You guys get to make music together, and
she married me just because I played steel guitar.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's hard to find a good steel player, so you got to hang on to it.
Well, you're right.
Whatever works.
That's great. And Erin, you have you mentioned you've got quite a few albums available. And then you have a one called The Collection that is available. That's kind of like a greatest hits of all of your different albums, and that's available,
Right.
folks, at CD Baby. You can get that,
Right.
and you can also
And
visit
yeah,
PerleyCurtis.com.
Amazon.com, but it's been so long since I've kept up with all that because Lonnie is the one that kind of handles the online stuff. But I know CD Baby was a big place, and I know some of it was available. Well, I know it's available at iTunes for download and Amazon, I believe. So.
Yeah, I checked that out last night, and I know CD Baby's got the albums. You're right, in Amazon and iTunes, and so that's fantastic. And then you and Perley have recorded just a fantastic album. Perley was telling me about this when I saw him down in Muskegon in February with David Frizzell, and it's called The Right Combination, and I was so excited to hear that. It's one of my favorite Porter and Dolly songs, and you guys absolutely knocked it out of the park. Tell me a little bit about how this album came together for you.
Well, how did it come together? The songs.
Actually, I think what started it was I was a really, really big fan of Laurie White, who's since passed away, unfortunately. And there was a song called "If I'm Not Already Crazy," and it wasn't a hit for her. It was an album cut. I don't believe she ever released it as a single. And I remember right after we got married, we were just, a lot of times we just sit around and listen to music, and he plays stuff for me that I've never heard, and I play stuff for him. And this was kind of one of those songs, and we started to work it up, to do it together. And we just started, we thought, gosh, why don't we? And we had done some duets on my albums. We did a song called His and Hers and It's Teardrops for Pennies, which we actually added to this album too. But we just thought, it'd be a great thing. We're both traditionalists and we're married, and shoot, Porter and Dolly did it, Tammy and George did it. Why not do it? So we sat down, and some of these songs were written by my friend Lonnie, and then a lot of them are just classics. So we just did it. And actually, If I'm Not Already Crazy was recorded. I think it was the only one we recorded that way, but we kind of did it old school with one mic, and because we were having a hard time getting the same feel that we would have in the living room just singing it together, and trying to do it on separate mics at separate times. And so that one song, I think, was one of the first ones we recorded, and we decided, shoot, let's just go in. I know it might be hard to mix it, and I think the engineer was like, oh Lord, you're going to have to get this perfect, both of you at the same time. And we just recorded it like one take on one mic, and then we just added, the harmonies and stuff after the fact. But it was fun. I mean, we just had a good time doing the album. So
it's a great album. Perley, I know you wrote "Waiting for Sunny Days." That's on this one too.
Yes, yeah. It's a little dobro tune that I wrote. I try to put a dobro song on each album. But, I was sitting around my camp one day up in Maine, and it had been raining for 3 or 4 days, and I was messing around writing this song, and I thought that'd be a good title for it, Waiting for Sunny Days, because that's what I was doing. Wait for
like now. That's great. Well, you put a Merle Haggard song on here. An interesting fact on this song is called "If I Left It Up to You." Merle actually recorded that song 4 different times, and
did he really?
He always said he thought it should be a hit, and for some reason it just never hit. And I always thought it was a great song, but you guys did a great job on it.
Yep. Thank you.
Well, and what's really great about that, and I'm going to brag on him because he said he's a great steel player, but he's also a great dobro player, and I believe didn't you take up dobro? I mean, you were playing dobro at bluegrass festivals before you took up steel guitar.
Yeah.
And he met Mike Aldridge very early on in his career down in Florida, I believe, and kept up with him through the years, which, I'm sure Mike Aldridge, seldom seen, great dobro player.
Oh, yeah.
He sent him this and actually got him to do a liner note for his CD, and it was like, Perley couldn't believe it because Mike sent an email saying, "Oh my God, I'm learning your song. This is so fun to play." And Perley's just kind of like, "Holy crud! I can't believe he's like playing a song that I wrote."
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Perley, you are a great dobro player too, and you did some beautiful work on Freddie Hart's "God Bless You" album, and just absolutely beautiful work.
Yeah, our good friend Freddie Hart. He's passed away now, but what a gentleman, huh?
Man, that was a lot of fun, a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun putting that all together.
Yes, yeah, I'm so glad I got a chance to really get to know him before he passed away. He's a good man for sure.
He sure was, and it was nice of you too. And I should probably be thanking Aaron because you came over on Easter actually and helped get the demos down. As Freddie didn't have anything recorded, so you came over with your guitar that day and helped get everything charted out. And you and Mark Fain, and I tell you what, that was really cool.
I told him I would exchange favors. I would help with that if he would show me some judo stuff.
Karate moves.
Yeah, like we got some video of that, didn't we?
Sure did too. You know what, Scott? At 90 years old, he was still a really strong man. It really amazed me.
Yeah, he really was. It was amazing. That was a lot of fun. I sent you another video of that. Hopefully you got the second one I sent. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really funny.
That was great.
But, this album that we did together is one of my favorites because it's got some great songs on there, and I'm a big Porter and Dolly fan too. So we're both Porter and Dolly fans.
Yeah,
Another thing that was great about it is we used a lot of great musicians that don't really get to play this music that much anymore. Like Hank Singer played fiddle on it, and I know Eugene Moles, who played with Merle Haggard, and his dad played for years with Merle Haggard. But they just when we got it finished, and I remember sitting in the car with Hank Singer playing. I think it might have been Making Plans or whatever, and just him listening to the whole production put together, and he's just and it's him playing fiddle, but he was like, I can't help it, but this sounds great. He's like, I'm not trying to brag on myself, but this is just great. So we were pretty proud to be able to have those players on it too.
It really did turn out great. Hank Singer is a fantastic fiddle player. I met him years ago. He was working with George Jones. And man, he's fantastic, no doubt about it. This is a great album. I love it, man.
I have a new album that I have almost finished. I'm waiting for my good friend John Randall to come out and do some harmony with me. But
he did some harmony on this album too.
Actually,
on a couple tracks. Or maybe it was just on Making Plans, or
John Randall was on here somewhere.
Making Plans.
But he's a wonderful singer and a great friend, and he's going to be lending his talents to a song that I did with Rhonda Vincent, actually.
Oh wow!
So that's it's an old Jimmy. What is that?
Oh my goodness!
Wrote that song. I can't think of the guy's name. Jimmy Martin. Yeah. It's a Jimmy Martin bluegrass song I did, and Rhonda Vincent did it as a duet. Yeah, Hold What You Got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hold What You Got, and Rhonda sang with me, and I'm going to have my good friend John Randall on there, and then it'll be finished.
Well, man, you'll have to keep me posted on that. That sounds really cool. Looking forward to it.
It'll be done soon, and I'll make sure you get a copy so you can be playing it up there.
Absolutely, and we're playing a lot of your other great songs from your albums. Of course, last time you were around, we did a whole feature on Another Day of a Hero. And you've got an album just called Perley Curtis, and we've got Heartbreak Town, and this one's got a fantastic version of Golden Rocket on there. And I want you to tell me the story of this because you've got somebody pretty special on this one.
Because that's probably my favorite album because it has my good friend Caton Roberts, who was Hank Snow's steel player for years and years, like 17 years. And I've always been a Hank Snow fan, and Caton Roberts was such a big part of his sound. Anyway, I did an old song called Letter Etched in Black, and I thought, well, I want that old sound, and so I called Caton Roberts, not knowing him, and he said, yeah, he'd come and play on it, and he did a great job. He played on Letter Etched in Black and Golden Rocket and did a fantastic job. But also I have another dobro tune I wrote on this album too, Graham's tune that I wrote for my granddad. That's on Heartbreak Town album.
Oh, that's great.
But, real traditional sounding album.
Well, that's what I love about you. PerleyCurtis.com is Perley's website, and his music is also available at CD Baby as well. We'll put all that information on our Facebook page. And if you're a fan of real country music, which I know you are, you wouldn't be listening to my show. You got some great music to pick up here, no doubt about it. Erin, you mentioned earlier that you're involved kind of behind the scenes in the music. Exactly what do you do behind the scenes?
Well, I started doing television production work where I was doing like production coordinating for music videos and concert specials. So when I got out of college in '95, I got hired at a company and worked on a few big specials for Garth Brooks and got to travel, to Ireland, which was amazing for one of those. And did that for probably, I guess it was around 7 years, and then went freelance for a little while doing that, and then decided that I needed a steady job again, and got hired on at a company in Nashville called FBMM, which it sounds like a law firm, but we're really a business management company, and we handle money and finances and, just trying to advise artists today to handle their money wisely so that, when the ride ends, they're not broke,
Yeah.
Put Blake Shelton where he is.
Yeah, right. Yeah. One of my clients is Blake Shelton. So, and actually John Randall and his wife, I handle them as well. So it's interesting. I mean, I get to see record contracts and the whole gamut of the behind the scenes business side of things, and it's interesting, and at the same time, it kind of makes me like, oh gosh, I'm glad I got married and had a kid. And I didn't really do this for a living. I did it for fun.
Absolutely. Well, a lot of the artists they have nowadays have such a short shelf life that.
Well, that's it. And it's like you just want to make sure that they realize, there's not. I don't know how many artists today are really going to have a longevity of a Merle Haggard and a Dolly Parton, Loretta Lynn. I mean, I hate to say that. I'm not, I don't know that that's the case, but you just
look at like Hank Snow was like 50 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's really the goal anymore, or if it's more just we're going to ride in and do this as long as we can and then ride out. So, but we just want to make sure they ride out with a little money in their saddlebags.
Yeah, amen to that. I don't hear anything today that I think is going to have that kind of longevity, so I think you're right there.
Yeah.
Hey, you're talking the choir here. I agree with you 100%.
Amen to that. Well, Perley, I know you're staying busy. You've got a regular Tuesday night gig at the Scoreboard in Nashville, and what else have you got going on?
Well, we play every Tuesday. We're playing tonight down there, and then every 6 to 10 o'clock, 6 to 10, and then Mondays we play every other Monday at the same place from 8 to 11. And then besides traveling, was up in Renfrew Valley with Sonny Tillis here a couple weeks ago.
Mel Tillis Jr.
Yeah, Mel Tillis Jr.
Yeah, you were on the Midnight Jamboree with him too.
Yeah, on the Midnight Jamboree, and he featured me as his guest, so I got to get up and sing, and he's really I could brag on him because he's really a nice guy.
Very humble.
Yeah, and he's really doing well. He's got a great show, and if anybody sees his name around, you need to go see him because he puts on a great show, got a great band, and super nice guy. So.
Well, that's great. Now, he's using a couple of the original Stateside too in his group, isn't he?
Yep. Brian, guitar player, worked with Mel, and fiddle player, Ernie Reed. Mm-hmm. And also, before I forget it, I want to get this in. We're having a big steel guitar show in the week before Thanksgiving in November. It's the 14th through the 16th. It's called the Stars and Steel Guitars Concert, and it's going to be at the Inn
at Opryland.
Yeah,
not the Opryland Hotel, but the Inn at Opryland, which is right there in the same area.
Yeah. So it's going to be. We're trying to revive what they used to do in St. Louis when they had a big steel guitar.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
And it was the biggest one around, and that the gentleman died that ran that, and so we're going to try to revive that and have this take over and build it into a real big show. And this is going to be our first year. It's like I say, November 14th through the 16th, and we're hoping we don't have all the talent nailed down yet, but we're going to have we do have Doug Jernigan and
quite a few legends.
Yeah, I think Junior Brown is committed to doing it. We're going to try to get folks like Lloyd Green and different ones. We're going to have a lot of great talent.
Well, fabulous.
So I want to mention that so your listeners could.
Which actually, if you don't mind, we can give a couple phone numbers that if anybody's interested in calling to find out about tickets for it or hotel rooms, because there is a block of rooms held. You just have to mention Stars and Steel Guitars. But they can contact Bobby Reed at 615-419-9642, or they could also try Janita Stillman, which her phone number is 618-218-4676, and they can give them all the information that they need and where to go for buying tickets and getting hotel rooms if they're traveling and coming from out of town. But it should be we're trying to make it really, really good so that it's worth traveling for. And so many of them are the legends are dying. Like we just lost Terry Bethel.
Yeah.
Well, this morning or yesterday morning, and we just want to really try to get Billy Robinson and pay tribute to these guys that really just were such legends in the steel guitar world and just the country music world in general. Just making sounds for different artists back then.
And yours truly will be there playing, but don't let that keep.
Yeah, my legend will be featured as well. My legend.
We don't want to let them keep people away.
Well, we'll make sure and get all that information on our Facebook page, and we'll keep mentioning that too as the time gets nearer too. That'll be great. And of course, folks,
we wanted to have it in a hotel so people could book the rooms and stay right there. They don't ever have to leave the hotel, or there's lots to do in that area. There's lots to do. Grand Ole Opry, or Midnight Jamboree,
scoreboard.
Yeah, scoreboard.
Scoreboard. Also the scoreboard. Absolutely. A lot of. That's my favorite hangout place when I go down that whole little area, Music Valley Drive. There, I just love it.
And the inn is right there on the end of Music Valley Drive, so it's in a perfect area, and I think it's going to turn into a big thing. So.
Well, fabulous. We're looking forward to it, folks. You can also visit davidfrizzell.com, check out David's tour dates, and you can see Perley on tour with David as well. And he's staying busy. And I'm gonna play a whole bunch of your songs. I'm gonna play some from Erin's album, some of Perley's, and I'm gonna play some of the duets together. And we're just gonna make it a big old feature. And please, folks, visit perleycurtis.com and also go to cdbaby.com, Amazon and iTunes for Erin Hay's music. And we're gonna feature a bunch of it. And I want to thank both of you for taking time to be on My Kind of Country today.
Thank you, Scott. We enjoy it.
Yes, thank you, and thank you for keeping traditional country music alive. That's we're very fortunate to have people like you. So
it goes both ways, and the same to you guys. And Perley, you let me know when you get your new music done. It'll be on the air. Your music will always have a home here at our show. I guarantee it.
I promise I will. You'll be the first to get a copy, so you can be playing it up there.
All right, that sounds good. Well, if I don't see you before then, we'll definitely see you in August up here in Michigan for the show dates, and looking forward to it as always.
Okay, Scott. Good talking with you.
All right. That's Perley Curtis and Erin Hay. Thank you both so much for being on My Kind of Country.
I believe we have the right combination. Our love and happiness both seem so strong. And I believe we have a firm foundation that our love can build and last forever on. There'll be times when you may doubt my reasons, but I know your love will always make a way. And I know that there'll be times when we'll have heartache, but it won't worry us, 'cause love is just that way. And I believe we have the right combination. Our love and happiness both seem so strong. And I believe
firm foundation that our love can build and last forever on.
Well, some folks spend a lifetime searching for the right one, and they'll grasp at any one of love's sensations.
But you and I will search no more, for we have found it. You and I have found the right combination. I believe we have the right combination. Our love and happiness both seem so strong. And I believe we have a firm foundation that our love can build and last forever on. That our love can build and last forever on.
Once again tonight, he'll tell his stories and show his scars where he was wounded in the war. And at closing time, he'll slide down from his bar stool, and he'll slowly limp and stagger out the door. He can barely climb the stairs to his apartment. He'll fall down upon his bed when he walks in. All alone he'll wait for sleep there in the darkness, not caring if he ever wakes again. So it's another day of a hero, just one more day of hell is his reward. But he'll live his life of pain in a body scarred and lame, till the day he gets his new one from the Lord. The morning sun will find him sharing coffee with the old man who lives across the hall. And oh, how many times that old man's heard each story that goes with all his medals on the wall. So begins another day of a hero, just one more day of hell is his reward. But he'll live his life of pain in a body scarred and lame, till the day he gets his new one from the Lord. Till the day he gets his new one from the Lord.
girl, you see. Well, I'm over here hurting, but you don't care about me. You're joking and laughing with everybody else. Your honky-tonk heaven is my honky-tonk hell. Well, it used to be you and me twirling round and round. Now I sit and watch you living it up, and I'm going down. There are two sides to every tale. Your honky-tonk heaven is my honky-tonk hell. This smoky barroom used to be a spot, but they've changed every tune on the old jukebox. And you know the new ones a little bit too well. Your honky-tonk heaven is my honky-tonk hell. Well, it used to be you and me twirling round and round. Now I sit and watch you living it up, and I'm going down. There are two sides to every tale. Your honky-tonk heaven is my honky-tonk hell. Your honky-tonk heaven is my honky-tonk hell. You say tomorrow you're going. It's so hard for me to believe. And I'm making plans for the heartaches, 'cause you're making plans to leave. The tears for me will be falling like a tree shedding its leaves. I'm making plans for the teardrops, 'cause you're making plans to leave.
You're making plans to forget me. I'm making plans to miss you.
And I'm getting ready to grieve. I'm making plans to be lonesome, 'cause you're making plans to leave.
making plans to forget me. I'm making plans to miss you.
I'm getting ready to grieve. I'm making plans to be lonesome, 'cause you're making plans to leave. I'm making plans to be lonesome, 'cause you're making plans to leave.
My one solo I get this year.
From old Montana down to Alabama, I've been before and I travel again. You trifling women can't keep a good man down. You dealt the cards but you missed the place, so hit the road and be on your way. Get aboard the Golden Rocket and leave this town. Well, I was a good engine running on time, but baby, I'm switching to another line. Oh, honey, never hang your signal out for me. And I'm tired of running on the same old track. I bought a one-way ticket and I won't be back. This golden rocket's gonna roll my blues away. We'll hear the lonesome whistle blow, that's your cue, and by now you know that I got another sweetheart awaiting in Tennessee. Well, this midnight special's a burning the rails, so woman, don't try to follow my trail. This golden rocket's gonna roll my blues away. We'll hear her thunder on through the night. This golden rocket is doing me right, and that sunny old Southland sure is a part of me. Well, from your call, I'm gonna raise your name. Your fire went out, you done lost your claim, and this golden rocket is rolling my blues away. He seemed to know you done me wrong, and I was feeling low. He yelled aloud, we're over that Dixon line. Well, the brakeman started singing a song. He said, you're worried now, but it won't be long. This golden rocket is leaving your blues behind. Then the porter yelled with a southern drawl, said, arise and shine, good morning you all. And I sprang to my feet to greet the newborn day. When I kissed my baby at the station door, that whistle blew like it never before, and the golden rocket done rolled my blues away.
with hundreds of long, lonely nights in between. I swore when I left home I'd be coming back soon, but I fell in love with the Tennessee moon. Tennessee moon, oh Tennessee moon, I come here to play my music for you. My pride won't let me return home so soon until I can shine like the Tennessee moon. Sometimes I wonder if I'd rather be back home and feeling his arms holding me. There's no denying what I'm going through since I fell in love with the Tennessee moon. Tennessee moon, oh Tennessee moon, I come here to play my music for you. My pride won't let me return home so soon until I can shine like the Tennessee moon. Until I can shine like the Tennessee moon. True love lasts forever. We hear that in love songs.
For you and me, it's plain to see that something sure went wrong.
We've lost that love and feeling. We don't talk and we don't touch.
Just two lonely hearts together on the dying side of love. On the dying side of love, embers cool and fade away. Dreams turn into what might have been, and heartaches take their place.
All those memories of you and me can almost be too much
When you face another lonely night on the dying side of love.
on the dying side of love. Silence makes it clear.
It's not love if it ever was, so where do we go from here?
There ain't no easy answers for lonesome souls like us.
Holding on to yesterday on the dying side of love. On the dying side of love, embers cool and fade away. Dreams turn into what might have been, and heartaches take their place.
All those memories
face another lonely night on the dying side of love? How do we face another night on the dying side of love? You've made plans to leave 1,000 times, I know, and 1,000 times I should have let you go. But each time I always beg you back somehow. If I'd left it up to you, it'd all be over now. It'd all be over now, except the crying. I'd be used to spending all my nights alone. Wish I'd found a way to let you go somehow. If I'd left it up to you, it'd all be over now. It'd all be over now, but the crying, I'd be used to spending all my nights alone. I wish I'd found a way to let you go somehow. If I'd left it up to you, it'd all be over now.
Folks back home think I'm a star now. When they hear my records play, they say their hometown girl made good and should go a long, long way. Mom wonders why I don't drive back in that big fine car I own. The truth is I don't have a car, and I'm ashamed to go back home. A pair of false eyelashes and a tube of cheap lipstick, a pair of worn-out high-heel shoes, and a dress that doesn't fit. These are all of my possessions, all I have to my name. And a record played in my hometown is my only claim to fame. I'm so glad that Dad can't see me now, his favorite little girl, singing in this dingy place on the wrong side of the world. I'm glad that I can see the boy that offered me his name, for I was blind and turned from him in this empty search for fame. A pair of false eyelashes and tube of cheap lipstick, a pair of worn-out high-heel shoes, and a dress that doesn't fit. These are all of my possessions, all I have to my name. And a record played in my hometown is my only claim to fame. Yes, a record played in my hometown is my only claim to fame.
An acre of diamonds I'd offer to you, a solid gold mansion, an airplane or two.
This whole world would be yours to have and to hold if teardrops were pennies and heartaches were gold. If teardrops were pennies and heartaches were gold, I'd have all the riches my pockets would hold. And I'd be oh so wealthy with treasures untold if teardrops were pennies and heartaches were gold.
The tears that have fallen won't buy you a thing. The heartaches you caused me won't pay for a ring.
The love that I wanted would not have grown cold if teardrops were pennies and heartaches were gold. If teardrops were pennies and heartaches were gold, I'd have all the riches my pockets would hold. I'd be oh so wealthy with treasures untold if teardrops were pennies and heartaches were gold.
But teardrops aren't pennies
And heartaches aren't gold.